whether it's in influence and persuasion or it's in some kind of therapy or coaching scenario, the rule of thumb is always this: change their mood and their mind will follow. Every salesman knows how important it is to put a client at ease before you start your sales presentation, because they intuitively know that when their mind is at ease, they're more agreeable and they're more willing to listen and pay attention and maybe even change their mind about something. Okay, so why are feelings important? On the most fundamental level, it's due to something called state-dependent learning. Here's what I mean by that. Imagine your mind is like a house full of different rooms. Each room is a feeling, a state of mind. Whenever you are in a certain state of mind, whatever experiences you have get encoded by that state. You will remember those memories most easily when you're in that same state again. So, for example, all your happy memories are in your happy room. When you're happy, it's easy to remember happy memories, not so easy to remember sad ones, and vice versa. When you're in the sad room, you store all your sad memories. It's easy to remember sad memories, but harder to recollect the happy ones. This is a very well-researched effect in psychology. In fact, they did this with little shots of alcohol, where people had to learn nonsense syllables, either sober or with a simple shot of alcohol. And then when they repeated it in a test, those that drank some alcohol before learning the words improved on their test scores when they had a shot of alcohol, and decreased their test scores when they didn't have that shot of alcohol. Why? Because their state had been altered. So the rule of thumb, whether it's in influence and persuasion or it's in some kind of therapy or coaching scenario, the rule of thumb is always this: change their mood and their mind will follow. This is an absolutely crucial part of the persuasion formula. If you do not have the ability to change someone's mood, then basically every other kind of persuasion tactic that you might learn about has a really high chance of failing as soon as it smacks into someone's mental state like that. So we're going to be changing moods when we use feelings as part of the hypnotic language formula. That instantly changes mood. A feeling and a mood are interchangeable to some degree. The next thing that feelings do is feelings are linked to motivation. So if someone's not motivated for something, but then you add feelings into the equation and those attached to whatever behaviors or whatever else is going on, the motivation is now being supplied by the feelings. How do you know when you're motivated? You feel it. Finding the law of emotion is one of the reasons why people reject something. This is why when you change their mood, when you change their emotion, well, you change what they reject and what they accept. But here's another little key. The law of dominant effect, or the law of prior effect we talked about earlier, that is canceled out by strong enough emotion. In other words, if someone believes X and they won't budge from that belief, the more you alter their state of consciousness, the more you change their mood, the more you change their feelings, the less attached they are to that belief, the more easily they can change that belief around. So by focusing on conjunctions to create flow, to get mental flow, and feelings to give that mental flow something to do, you create the conditions for a very robust, fundamental platform on which all of your persuasion, all of your influence, and of course, your hypnotic skills can be built. All right, so with those thoughts in mind, let's see how we do this in practice. For our conjunctions, I'm going to give you what I call power words. 3 power words, 3 simple conjunctions that are super easy to use. You can fit into any conversation, anytime, any place, anywhere, and will allow you to create that sense of flow. Those words are going to be and, because, and which means. And I'll get into those in a moment. Next, we need that flow to do something. And what's the something we want you to do? We want it to change the state of mind, the feelings that the person's having. So how are we going to change that? We're going to focus on a hypnotic theme. In this case, a really simple theme might be something like calmness, relaxation, comfort. So those are the feelings we're trying to evoke. And when we evoke a feeling of relaxation or a feeling of comfort, we know their mood is shifting. And when we know their mood is shifting, well, now we know that they'll be much more amenable to whatever we say next, whether it's giving advice, whether it's doing hypnotherapy, or whether it's doing a sales presentation. This, incidentally, is also why every salesman knows how important it is to put a client at ease before you start your sales presentation, because they intuitively know that when their mind is at ease, they're more agreeable and they're more willing to listen and pay attention and maybe even change their mind about something. Okay, so let's turn this into something practical. how we're going to use this. Let's start with a simple power word with the word and, as we did before. And now we're just going to take a simple theme, let's say the idea of relaxation, and we're going to riff around the idea of relaxation as much as possible, linking every idea about relaxation with the word and. So for example, you can listen to me and you can relax. And relaxing is natural to you because relaxation is a natural part of the mind. And relaxing your mind relaxes your body. And relaxing your body relaxes your mind. And the more you relax, the more easily you can relax. And you don't have to close your eyes to relax really comfortably and feel an underlying current of relaxation building. And relaxation leads to more relaxation. Okay, and time out. That was a super simple demonstration, very limited language, just the word and the concept of relaxation. And I threw in a few other little word, phrases in between just to make it sound a bit more natural. But that's it. So give it a go. And once you've had a chance to do that, come on back for the next idea.
Thank you for watching. If you like this topic, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you in the next part.